really interesting because prior to this we had certain expectations of what young Australians think about what they're concerned about. But actually talking to people, the perceptions are very different. And we as ISECers, we have a certain perception and a certain understanding of the world that we assume everyone has the same or similar understanding. But then actually talking to people is quite different as well. It's something you can only understand by talking to people as well, not just by making assumptions.
The conference has been really insightful in terms of it's got me thinking about ISEC and its external relevance. What I really look forward today is to see that in the youth generally and people that we interview today. So there's a lot of interesting questions that I do have to ask all of them. And it'll be exciting to see what they say. That'll also give me more insight as to what the youth really care about in Australia at the moment.
I think coming into this conference, I thought it would probably be the same to a lot of the other ones where it's like a lot of sessions, you sit inside and you just like learn and you take down notes. But I think what I liked about this one the most is like from opening plenary, even when we came in, it was already like so different, the atmosphere was so nice, you see all the fairy lights, saw your photos and just like the questions that they asked from the very beginning and like the conversations that I've had throughout this whole conference has been really like mind-opening. And you're already getting like a lot out of it and like each session is just something different. Like it doesn't feel like you're just constantly learning and just absorbing and writing things down, but you're actually talking to people, you're learning new things about yourself and just coming to your own conclusions. So I think it's been really good.
Been having some very interesting conversations with people within the national leadership team and then people outside, like what their perspectives were. So whether or not they felt as a person, like am I someone who can make an impact in society or around the people that I'm surrounded by.
It's been quite challenging actually. It's been quite tiring but in the best way possible. So I think it's been really pushing myself to think outside the box and see where we're going and yeah, I think some really good ideas have been coming up, so I think it's been quite productive as well. So great learning so far.
I think it's been very insightful and very interesting. I think there's been a really good mix of like things like looking at what ISEC can do for Australia and looking at external trends and kind of like really understanding on a ground level what's happening with youth in Australia and how they feel about issues that our society faces. And at the same time we're also covering things that are happening internally to ISEC, so how all our LCs are going and you know what kind of problems we're facing and what we've been learning in our experiences. So I think it's been a really good balance of like both internal and external, and it's been a really interesting sort of way to sort of break things up and sort of have that outside perspective into what we've been doing in the year so far.